America. Well, today I'm interviewing the fabulous Inessa Shahinian, CEO, owner-broker of the most beautiful boutique brokerage of real estate in Las Vegas, Nevada. And she is also a living legend of real estate in Las Vegas, a true legend of real estate in Las Vegas, and also the creator of this program, Inessa and Graeme on the Couch. But today I get to talk to Inessa, so welcome, Inessa.
Thank you so much. So good to be interviewed today. I have so much to share.
Inessa, I know a lot of our viewers that have been watching the program have probably been thinking, I detect an accent there.
Oh.
And they're probably thinking, where's that accent come from? So I'm going to ask you, Inessa, where does your accent come from?
Well, I'm from beautiful Armenia, and I also have Russian blood and Ukrainian blood, so no fighting there. Everything's equal. And yeah, just all day, every day, I use all three languages, so that's why not getting rid of the accent anytime soon.
That's fabulous. You know, I just want to just add a little bit in here. Inessa came to America at the age of what?
19.
At the age of 19. She left Armenia at the age of 19, sailed to America, arrived in New York, didn't speak a word of English, had nowhere to stay, no money, and look at her now. She's the CEO, owner-broker of a real estate agency in Las Vegas. I think that's fabulous, and it's something we need to keep in mind because she is truly a legend of real estate in Las Vegas. Inessa, I want to say to you, you know, there's not too many women in Las Vegas who are owner-brokers of a real estate agency. It's predominantly been a man's role in the past, and honestly, you look too glamorous to be an owner-broker. In fact, you look like you should be a model or a first lady. So tell me, Inessa, what have been the challenges and what has driven you to get to this point?
Well, I think my honest answer would be, I didn't know. I just didn't know. You know, I didn't even bother me to identify it's predominantly men's world, what do you need? I wasn't scared of what's ahead of me. I just enjoyed one step at a time. First, it was passing the exam, which I remember perfectly. I had to literally translate every single word. And then there was like closing one deal, closing the next one, helping people. Like I got into real estate at give or take best and worst time simultaneously, 2006, and I was 26 years old, no, 25 years old at that time. You wouldn't even see too many 25 years old with a much heavier accent, you know. Dealing with banks, I was helping my clients with short sales. I would go to the auction. Vegas was for sale, like Rena said a couple of weeks ago. I did transactions for, I don't know, $50,000 for a condo, $100,000 houses. I mean, my commissions were pennies, but my drive was different. And I was never worried, who's doing this? Who am I competing with? Is this man's world, woman's world? It was just, you know, I was playing. I was having a lot of fun.
That's fabulous. What do you think have been the challenges or the major challenges of owning your own, brokerage?
Well, I think for me personally, it was, I never thought, again, you know, this was not a plan perhaps. I needed to open a space for myself because the brokerage I was before was taking a lot of money from me, like a lot, you know, and I was doing everything from A to Z, and every month giving such a big giant piece of my paycheck just to have a franchise name over my head, it didn't feel right. So I wanted to open a space for myself and agents like me that are ready to do from A to Z. They do need broker supervision and education, mentoring, coaching. They need a beautiful space, but that's it. So that's how, and the struggles, I don't think there's a struggle perhaps. There's more, a different word I would use is just, I constantly feel I'm not ready. I'm not good enough, perhaps. Like, I gotta do more, I gotta do more, I gotta do more. And so I don't think nothing wrong with that. We all day, every day, striving to be our best selves. Right now, I'm more confident where we're at as of 2022. A lot has been done, and we really have a space. We have over 30 agents, and everyone's doing great. Nobody left us. We had to let go a few people. But overall, yeah, this is already better, much better.
You know, Inessa, you haven't kind of opened a brokerage in the terms of like the large scale brokerages in Las Vegas. You've gone for the boutique brokerage, and I always say this is the biggest, littlest, cutest boutique brokerage in Las Vegas. But Inessa, tell us what you would say would be the environment or culture that you've tried to develop in your agency.
Well, the environment and culture has predominantly, it's about energy and frequency. It's everything that I live by. This is how my whole life, miracle after miracle, the right people will come along, the right circumstances. I even have so many transactions that I closed that my clients would tell me, oh my God, this just was a miracle. Like, I can go on and on with so many examples about how things will come together last minute. Just not too long ago, we submitted an offer, and the agent said, sorry, seller changed his mind. He doesn't want to sell. He just rejected all the offers. I said, well, I'll go ahead and send my offer anyway. And then in the morning, she calls me and says, this is weird. He accepted your offer. Apparently, him and his wife changed their mind. They want to sell the house. So, it's all about when you are serving, when you are in a mindset of giving and for the highest good of all, and trying to embrace, empower, like just tapping into that really high, great frequency. That's what Show Vegas Realty is all about. And it's infectious. I know people that work with me, my clients, my agents, they kind of, they can't help it. they get some of it too.
Yeah, Inessa, you've been through a lot of fluctuations in the market since you've been in business. There's been ups, there's been downs, and other agencies have left the market. Some have come in, but you've been here right through. What would you attribute your secret to as to how you've managed to stay in business through all the different fluctuations, with the crash, with the market skyrocketing, coming down, flattening out, all those things, and you're still in business? What's the secret?
I can tell you. I gotta kill you if I tell you.
Okay,
well,
folks, I'll be dead in the morning, but don't worry,
but
at least you'll see the secret.
The secret is love. Yeah. The secret is love, and the secret is that this belongs. This belonged from day one. I never needed somebody to tell me show up to work. I would get up and come to the office, even if the office is empty. I'm sitting there by myself, I'll clean my office floors myself, change the toilet paper. This is not a one day shebang. This is just it all day, every day. To me, I'm focused on how we can make this better. And I just genuinely believe in the structure that we have. Like, we didn't even change much from day one. Everything that was like the contract I drew, which is like a 3-page contract, I didn't even want to go in and change. I know there's and that's probably my could be also an answer about the difficulty, because there's a fear, you know. I do want to have more agents here at Show Vegas Realty, but I also don't want people who are gonna stop us from growing, make trouble, make mistakes, get into lawsuits. But I was able to get rid of it recently. I thought, you know what? Why am I even thinking that way? Of course not. Of course we're gonna have wonderful people here that do everything right, and it's a human, you know, profession. If something goes wrong, we'll address it, we'll fix it, we'll talk about it, and we'll get it done. So I'm no longer even fearful.
Yeah. That's, Inessa, here we are in June 2022, and the market just recently has been skyrocketing so high, with the average house price, going swooping over 450,000. Have you ever seen a market like this before in your career?
I wish. I wish. Well, the market right now makes me like, it splits me. In one way, I feel really, really, really bad for our locals, because it happened so quick. While the pandemic started in 2020, March, April, May, June, July, everybody was just predominantly busy on forcing themselves to stay inside their homes. They were jobless. They were trying to, catch on life, stay safe, stay alive, make sure, not seeing their loved ones, family members. I mean, there was a lot of personal challenges and probably even depression. I know people that been taken to a hospital and never had an opportunity to say goodbye to their family. I mean, it was dark. So while all that was happening, on the other hand, there was another animal developing, which was working from home. So while that first time ever in the history, people were working from home, ton of them said, well, I'm gonna work from home. Why should I stay in my state? I can just go work in Las Vegas. And then to them, our prices were so reasonable, and we were, for the last 10 years, we were like very static, about $150 a square foot, I would say a little less. So 200 for townhouse, 300 for single family home. Anything above $500,000 were like, mansions, 5-6 bedroom with a pool. And so people from here thought, oh, it's so affordable. How about I send a $50,000 more offer? How about I send a $80,000 more offer? How about we waive appraisal? And then it just like, within 7-8 months, it just happened so quick. Nobody really seen this guy, and the interest rate were zero, free money. I mean, I have clients who would finance $1.2 million home with zero down payment. It was a VA, and his mortgage with insurance, taxes, and everything was like $6,000. It's like, absolutely, I can afford this, no problem. But does he need a $1.2 million, 3,000 square feet house with the pool? Not really, but he bought it just because, he could. So we see a lot of that. And what was the question? See, that happens when you love real estate.
Yeah, it's just that everything just went up, as Inessa was saying, everything went up so quickly. It caught us kind of off guard a little bit. But I was just saying to Inessa, have you seen the spikes like that in the history, the time that you've been in real estate? Have you seen spikes like that before?
No. When I got into real estate, market crashed in 2006, May, I got my license. And then things were slowly developing. Banks were not lending, so we had a lot of cash transactions. For probably 2 years, I only did cash between 2009 and 2011. 2011 December was the rock bottom for Vegas. And from there, they're still kind of stabilizing, but again, you needed a lot of like the programs with lending, which I was a loan officer, and junior underwriter. So knowing the lending really helped me in my career tremendously, that's for sure. But yeah, what happened in the last 2 years, but look what's happening now. I mean, now we're dealing with the other end. 6.5 interest rates, overpriced homes. Now every day we see price reductions, more properties on the market, properties coming out of escrow, cancellations. First time in so many years I get emails, bonuses, seller motivated seller will pay for closing costs. So now it's the other side, right?
Yeah.
Showing up already.
That's so true, yeah. And Inessa, I was just thinking about the different brokerages here in Las Vegas. We have many different real estate brokerages here in Las Vegas, and some major ones, and they're all offering great products and great training, and they have some great people working there. I'm just thinking from your point of view, with your beautiful boutique office, if someone's out there thinking of changing real estate agencies or looking at a brokerage for where they want to put their license, how would you describe your office environment and what you offer agents that would make them want to come and work with you?
Okay.
Over someone else.
Fair enough. I think we're offering pretty much everything that other brokerages are offering. So this is just a lot to do with finding what fits you, the certain a person. And our fees are lower. Literally, it's the bottom line. We have a one flat fee per transaction, regardless of the amount of the sale. We also do have in-house transaction coordinator that will handle all the paperwork with the transaction. And I think one thing that I would say would for sure have different, it's just because it took me 3 years to graduate this university. I'm a certified coach with a very amazing technology. It's a human assessment technology. So what I do for my agents, for all of them, they would do a test, and then we sit down and have a one-on-one, and I help that agent because I already see them through eyes of nature. I'm able to see what are their strengths, what can they do, what can be a specific niche for them that they will effortlessly all day every day sell or buy within their own space, that as they're working, they're gaining energy. This is very very unique to every single one of us, and we know when this happens. We know when we're in the right environment. How do we operate? What is our tolerance? What can we take in terms of people, places, and things? I look at the person, and I can see what time of the day they will function the best, what time of the day will be better for them to be on a phone or go do handshaking. Are they more active at night, or they're more active in the morning? There's no cookie cut. We are all individually different, and especially being in real estate, being different, it just puts you on a complete different level. So that is one thing that I know I can do, because I'm the only certified life coach through Ultimate Life Tool here in Las Vegas, that I can, and I do all day every day, and we have a lot of agents that benefit from it. One of our agents, she was struggling because she was trying to do most of her work in the morning. After I had my one-on-one with her, I told her she starts functioning and seeing what's not working and being able to, do business and deal with people after 11 a.m. So she changed her schedule a little bit. She turned stuff around. She put some personal things, she's gotta do her errands, and then she'll come to the office after 11, and then she opened up. She closed one deal, second, third, fourth, and the woman was just like amazed how changing her own behavior, accepting herself, like almost introducing herself to herself again and honoring that, just opened up so many possibilities for her, opportunities.
Yeah, and I can attest to that from what I've seen with the agents coming into our brokerage and Inessa having that one-on-one with them. It's just amazing how people can just generate so much more energy and so much more production just by knowing the best time of the day they should be working and whether they should be taking a nap at some stage of the day or whether they should just be, whatever they should be doing. But I've seen it actually in action, and it's just great because I think what it does is it takes away that that myth that you're probably thinking, there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm just not, put up for this type of work. Maybe maybe I need to sleep more, do this. But when you have a one-on-one with Inessa, you just find out exactly what you should be doing, and from there on, life's a breeze, right?
Yeah, thank you. That's absolutely true. There's no such thing that something is wrong with you. You just never accept it. We all have powerful strengths that unfortunately are also our weaknesses. So, and when the person is not look, you buy a blender, it comes with a manual, right? It tells you, press this button, it will crush ice, press this button, it's gonna make a smoothie. We as humans, we need to have a manual, and literally the institute that I graduated, the U Institute in San Diego, teaches literally how to identify through the technology, human assessment, a test with 84 questions. It shows how you operate, and every time, and I do this all day, every day for at least a little over 3 years, every time I sit down and tell someone, about themselves, I see relief in form of people can get shaky, people can they can cry, they get emotional, they just can't believe that literally everything they thought about themselves that they actually knew, because we know all this, that it's literally true, and this is how you are functioning. All you gotta do is honor it, and me talking about it gives that, a stamp or that certification that yes, be you, do you, you're doing it great, and I have this really big cheerleader personality, so it definitely comes together good. It's not a one-time thing, you gotta constantly remind the person, but overall, life happens every day, it happens to all of us, but we have to have a way how we can shake ourselves off, know what works for us, what doesn't work for us, have that boundaries, and be very, very, very specific.
And Inessa, the thing is, if you have somebody that's working and they get to a point where they just want to take a break from doing real estate for a while, but they want to just come back to it later, you have a program where they can actually hang their license with you, right?
Right.
And tell us about that. Tell us how that works.
That's our newest baby. It was a COVID baby. We opened a second firm in 2020, right? 2021, something like that. It's called Show Vegas Park and Refer. And the way it works, it is absolutely for agents who are licensed with division, okay? But they don't really do real estate, so they don't need the access to the database to search homes. They don't need the key access. They're not really showing homes. They don't need the platform for the documents. They don't need to pay monthly fee to the brokerage and all this other, fees. So it's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every year that someone pays just to say, I'm a real estate agent. Well, you can still be a real estate agent, but it will cost you nearly to nothing, maybe under $20 a month, or a flat fee of $250 for a whole year to keep your real estate license, park it, and whenever you do get a client, you have choice of referring it to a fellow agent, get a very big check, an average, if we say, right now we have 500,000 an average home sale, and you refer a $500,000 sale, you will get about $4,000 clean in your pocket for doing nothing as a licensee. So just to give an idea, and I don't know, maybe a lot of people are not aware of this, or they're just looking at it from a wrong perspective, but it just for some time, if you feel like 2022, it's not your year, put it on ice, wait it out, not on ice, sorry. Put it on hold, like hang the license with Show Vegas Park and Refer.
Yeah.
We also have this teamwork that's happening together. So the agents at Show Vegas Realty and agents at Park and Refer, they kind of like collaborate and work together. And I also match, who would work best with whom. So that kind of also goes with understanding each agent and who would work best with each other. I mean, I can go on and on,
Yeah, but it's so nice to have that option, because there comes a time in your life, I'm sure for most of us, where we just want to have a break. But we've kind of always thought we have to keep going. But this is an option if you want to take a break, if you want to have a vacation from real estate for 6 months, a year, a couple of years, and you want to go touring around the world, hang your license. It's a great opportunity. And you can have it hanging in this beautiful boutique office. Look at us, we're sitting on a couch, we have a dining room table behind us, and this is our office. Now, does it get any better than that, folks?
And also I want to take a minute or an hour or a day, I don't know, to thank you, Graeme. You are my first agent. You came along when I wasn't even prepared. I was like, what do you want? I don't know what I'm doing. I just got my real estate broker.
When I saw the environment and the type of person that Inessa is, I just thought it was a match made in heaven.
Oh,
so if you're in the market for changing brokerages or looking for a brokerage, and you want to have someone that cares for you, that has a 24/7 accessibility, you can call.
Well, not 24/7. Let's get real, okay? If you text me after 7 p.m., it might take me 20 minutes to get back to you, but I will get back.
I think the longest you've taken is 5 minutes, so that's
this thing is glued to me.
But we've had such an interesting conversation here with this amazing woman. Just started her own real estate brokerage, couldn't speak English, came to America. I mean,
I didn't know you couldn't do it. I was actually thinking about this after I said it today. It's so strange, they say knowledge is power, and I definitely agree to it. But not knowing certain things and believing in the power of God, universe, and knowing that as long as all day, every day, your intention is pure and you're here to serve, everything will always work out.
Yeah, I agree. Well, folks, in closing, Inessa, have you got anything else of words of wisdom you would like to let us know before we close our program?
I don't know. No wisdom here. All the wisdom is here. Mine is just,
The good thing is we have fun. We enjoy it. Our agents
for sure.
just fit in, and it's just like, I suppose it is just like a big family here, and that's something that that only someone like Inessa can create. I mean, we can all talk about wanting to be in a family situation, but you need to have a matriarch like Inessa that can pull it all together, and she does, and it's just amazing here. Thank you so much for watching, folks. We've really enjoyed having you, and it's been such a pleasure to talk to the other person who's on the couch with Inessa and Graeme, but today Graeme's talking to Inessa. So thank you so much, folks.
Thank
and have a
you.
nice day.
Bye.